Hey, Macy. Let me just start pulling people in. Let them know that I'm live. Hello, hello, hello. I did not put cut up culture in the topic because I needed people to know what the topic was tonight. But welcome to another episode of Cut Up Culture. I am your host, D Starks, aka just D79. You've already seen the topic. Tonight we are talking about the worst date ever. We're just sharing stories and what could we have done different to avoid that, and partly just a laugh. I need a little bit of laughter. So, worst date ever. That's what we're talking about tonight. If you would like to be a guest, hit the request. The only thing that I ask is that your Wi-Fi be on. I do take a portion of this and I will put it on my YouTube channel, possibly on my IG channel, and somewhere in the near future on my podcast. So if I can't hear you in the background, I will have to drop you, only because it distorts the audio for one person. Everybody's messed up. I can't use it. Nobody can hear. So no background music, no baby screaming, no dogs barking. That part. Avian Shark, how are you doing this evening? Hello, hello, and welcome into the room. I am just sharing this really quick with a couple more people. I know that a lot of people are live tonight because it is Friday. It is Mother's Day weekend and people are out and about running around. I'm going out tomorrow. So we'll just pull some people in here. This will probably be a short live. I'm kind of tired. So we're not going to go for 2 hours. We're going to probably go for no more than an hour. That is always our goal. If it runs over a bit, that's fine. But I don't want to be on here no more than an hour. Let's see. Let me see. Who else is single and dating? I don't care if you're single, dating, married. If you have a story to tell, I would love to hear it, as long as you don't mind sharing it. And also know that it will be put on other platforms. You agree to that. That's just a little disclaimer. Because I don't want to hear about, can you take it down? My wife didn't like that story. Okay, I think I got enough people. And we're going to start. Ooh, let me see. He's a podcaster. He's never been in here. That would be good. Okay, let's see. Who's ready? Come on. Also, because I'm going to try to focus on my guests, if I don't talk to you, it's because I'm trying to focus on the guests. I see everybody that comes in here. I try to wave, but y'all know I got squirrel brain. It's bad, but I'm working on it. Nisi, you were my first victim in the box.
Let me just go on and get this off of my chest. So what I do is process benefits. Monthly benefits. People gotta eat. Okay?
You talk about EBT.
Uh-huh. So let me just put this out there. You cannot fill out your own form. You cannot fill out your own form and think that you're gonna get away with it. I'm sorry. Your employer cannot tell you to fill out your own form for your income. Okay? It's a no for me. It's a no. Today was like, when I looked at the paper, I'm like, did you fill this out yourself? Yeah, I filled it out myself because the employer told me to do it. Who? Who? No, we don't do that. You won't have your benefits this weekend, sir.
Okay, wait. So the topic is.
I'm sorry.
I thought you were going somewhere with this. The topic.
You said worst. You said worst day ever, and
worst
and
date. DATE.
date,
Date.
girl. Do not put this on your YouTube. You know what?
I thought thought you was gonna say you processed EBT and the guy you was on a date with, you had processed his paperwork. I thought you was
No,
going there with that. I was
I
about to say,
wish, I
well, dang,
wish,
y'all gonna have
yeah.
crab legs, some steak. Y'all gonna be barbecuing when nobody else got money. I'm like,
I feel embarrassed because I was listening, but I won't listen.
I was like, where's she going with this? Now I got squirrel brain, but where's she going with this story?
Yeah, I'm sitting here like,
Hold on.
mm,
I will repeat the topic. It's funny. If you're just tuning in, worst date, DATE, worst date ever. Why? Did you learn anything from it? What won't you do again? If you had anything, have you ever had a bad date? You don't, and we don't say names ever.
yeah.
Don't say no names. She's like, no, I was in here for something else. It's okay. You can drop yourself down, sis.
I'll be back.
Brett Crawford. How are you? How
I'm great.
you doing?
How you doing?
I'm trying not to laugh, Brett. Brett, where your face at?
Temporary unavailable. Give me 2 seconds.
Oh, okay. She may have been dating the benefits guy.
She may take the benefits guy. Oh my goodness. How was your day, ma'am?
My day was really good. I got a haircut. I got all of my swimwear. Starting to put it up there. Trying to get some brand ambassador deals. And I was like, I don't have a topic for tonight. Because I've been on more lately than I should be. Um, so I'm gonna have to make myself scarce in these lives. I'm doing too much. I be on too much. Oh, come on in. See, AB and Shark, he done lived a little bit. He got some stuff.
Hello, hello, hello. All right. Good evening. Snap.
AB
I
and
broke my
Shark.
chair.
So, do you need me to repeat tonight's topic?
No, I do not. I actually have a really good story about this one, and I don't want to monopolize the time, so I just want to tell my story and go on about my business. And have a good night. Um, Lord Jesus, I can't believe I'm telling this story. So,
No names.
oh no, her name is Jay. All right, we're just gonna keep it at Jay. All right. So when I used to be in the military, people who know me for a while now. I was in the military for 5 years. I was in Kings Bay, Georgia, and that's right on the line between Georgia and Florida. So I used to go to Jacksonville all the time, to party, to hang out, have fun, things of that nature. So I went out clubbing one night, and I met this girl named Jay, and she was really nice, really cool. She knew a couple of my friends, um, so we decided to have a little house party after the club, right? So I mean, I figured, why not? I talked to her; she seemed cool people. So we leave the club. We start heading. I don't know why I'm laughing because this is actually terrible. We start heading back to the house. She gets a phone call from her aunt. Her aunt tells her, "Jay, I need you to get home immediately. Something happened to your grandmother." Right? She in the car with me. We both hitting. So I had to hit a Yui. I had to hit. I had a Ford Mustang, so I had to hit the gas, get to the house. Her grandmother passed away.
Oh,
Absolutely horrible. I'm talking about like the worst scene you could possibly imagine. It looked like something off of Boys and Men. I mean, Boys and Men, Boys from the Hood. Like it was like crying tears. You could like everybody, her whole family in front of the house, sadness, all this, right? So you would think this would be the end of the night. It wasn't. So of course they take her grandmother away. Whole family goes either to the hospital or back to the house to grieve. She's like she doesn't want to be alone that night. I'm like, you want me to grieve with you for a woman? I don't even know you. You want me to grieve with? You know what? I don't want to leave you alone tonight. I get it. I understand. So me being the gentleman I was trying to be, me and her went to that house party we were talking about to try to take her mind off of it. That's what she said she wanted to go. All right. So look, I don't know. Long story short, she gets blitzed drunk. I'm talking about like every liquor you can imagine, and the whole time she's crying and talking, and I'm sitting there like, yeah, what's your name again? Like I'm not trying to be mean, but I don't even know what's going on. Like, I really just want to go home. I'm so uncomfortable. But I'm talking about like we were at the club. We left the club about 1 in the morning. She found out at about 1:30. We got to the house about 2. It's like 6 a.m. now. All right, like, and she blitzed drunk after being drunk all night at the club, and we talked about nothing but how much she misses her grandmother. But then she wants to. I'm like, nah, babe, I can't.
She's trying to smash.
She want. I'm like, I don't. First of all, you drunk. Second of all, you just lost your grandmother, and this is gonna be one of those. I'm trying to rip your forehead off type. Like, so I was like, nah, I don't think I could do this. I was really uncomfortable, but I was young and drunk. And I ain't gonna lie, that shit was amazing. I'm just saying.
Oh my
I'm just saying. Like, um, I went ahead. I went ahead and did what I had to do. All right. I don't know what it was. I hate to
You
say it, but
was young and dumb.
hey, I'm just saying that emotional get back stuff is that's ain't got a little extra punch in it. You know what I'm saying? I had to get my get back. All right. So
Shark, I was not expecting you to say that.
I lost my granny. Yeah.
Punani.
Yeah.
You
But
got Penny Punani. That's what you
ba-
You
basically,
got Penny Coochie.
and what makes it all worse, like that was the start of us dating for like 2 months. So like that was the first night I ever met her. Like we dated for
You
a couple months
didn't
after
even
that.
realize you should run, that this is bad.
I was young and stupid. All right, I didn't know. I made mistakes in my past. All right, that was definitely like there were that was definitely more red flags than I never got my entire life. Like the Lord was like, bro, I know you see these flags I'm throwing at you. I need you to run immediately. And I was like, nah, she seemed like cool people. Like I don't know what I was thinking. All right,
Here's the
but
crazy thing. Was that the best smashing you did on that night? They got better.
that night, because I did get it a couple. No, that wasn't the best.
Couple.
He dated
I
the lady
had
for 2 months after that. Can I just
I
ask, did
had
you date her out of sympathy?
no. When we were talking, I thought there was a connection, but it was more me being sympathetic, more sympathetic. I wasn't thinking. I thought we had a connection, but really it was just me being a nice person, like trying to listen and understand where she was coming from. But
And you
really it was
like that
like
ass.
I was still. Hey, look. You can't be nice to everybody, all right? And like the red flags, like got blaringly worse afterwards. After a while, I was like, yeah, I got to get up out of here. But I ain't gonna lie though, that was definitely top 10 though. That was definitely top 10. I was top 10 with it. Oh man, she was with it. It was drunk and emotional. I'm sorry. I ain't trying to judge nobody,
That
but
was the whole Cuba Gooding Jr. punching the air, crying.
yeah, but imagine that. Imagine that in between the sheets. That's what that was. That's all that was. It was pretty excellent. I ain't gonna even cap about that one. That was some good
Amy
shit.
and Shark, thank you so much for telling your crazy ass
All right.
story.
All right.
That is a
I'm
great
gone.
way to set off the room. If you
All
guys
right.
aren't following Amy and Shark, please give
That
him a
was
follow. He's gonna drop out. Do you have when's your podcast?
Oh, okay. My podcast ain't ready. I ain't finna plug it because it ain't ready, but it's being built. All right. But I appreciate you having me on here. I want to tell my story. I hope you have a good live. Thank you for letting me tell my story. And please don't have relations with somebody that just lost a family member. That's not how that's supposed to go. All right. All right. Y'all have a good night now.
Lesson
All
learned.
right.
Bye bye. I can't. I can't.
So very obviously, I don't have a story that that epic.
I don't think anybody's trumping that one.
Yeah, no, I low key just want to dip out and be like, all right then.
He said, best actor. I'm like, you didn't. I did.
Yeah, you did.
Tell me your
Yes.
story.
This was a very simple situation. Feel about it however you will. This was a Tinder date. I don't even like saying that I was on Tinder at one point, but I mean, I feel like everybody has a low point.
We all been.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like everybody's had a low point in their life. So, uh, so I met this girl on Tinder. She seemed pretty dope. Liked the profile, talked a couple, days or whatever. This was when I was, okay with meeting people a little bit more than I am now. Cause right now I'm just like, I need time to get to know you through text or talk first before I even try to do anything like that. But before I was a little bit more gung ho, and I've since absolutely learned my lesson. So yeah, exactly. Bad start. So met this girl, talked to her for a couple of days, then we decided to go out somewhere and get some food. Real small, simple thing. It wasn't even that big of a situation. I just wanted to get to know her, get to meet her actually in person, see how she is and everything. Um, so we got to the place. I'm not gonna say where. I'm not gonna say no names, but we got to the place. And starts off normal as any normal get to know situation or date situation or however you want to look at that. As any other one would, hey, how you doing? Give you a hug, smile, talk for a quick couple seconds, and then sit down and start looking at the menu. That looking at the menu turned into kind of an indefinite situation for her because I don't know if maybe she just didn't like what she saw or whatever the case was. I mean, I don't fashion myself by being a catfish or anything like that, but apparently I don't know what the situation was, because the moment we sat down and started looking at menus, she picked up her phone and did not put it down for the rest of the time. I'm not even joking. So mind you, I'm like, okay, like I've already figured out what I wanted to eat by that time, and I'm like, hey, do you know what you want to eat? No, I haven't had the chance to look yet. Okay, no problem. Did you want me to get you something? Did you want me to order you something? Do you, that I feel like that's what I was supposed to do. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, is there anything that you like? Are you allergic to anything? Blah, blah, blah. No, I just, I don't know what I'm in the mood for yet. Okay, fine. So I order um like some lemonade thing. It had some fruity concoction of lemonade, and then I ordered an appetizer. Artichoke dip is my favorite thing to get, so that's what I got. Yeah. So I got artichoke dip, and I'm trying to make conversation. I'm trying to say, hey, so what do you do? What do you like about what you do? Just somewhere where I'm trying to like double dutch my way in to find out, a little bit more about this person in person. And so she's like, eventually her answers start turning into, uh-huh, okay,
That is
uh-huh,
rude. That is super rude.
highly, highly. So my waiter comes around and sees what's going on, and he gives me it's like one of those,
You
and
want
I'm
me to
like,
help you?
right. So I'm like, he sees what's happening, and I'm like, I don't know what to do at this point, because I don't want to be, if she really has something going on, that's one thing. But like, where I don't understand where in your mind you thought it was okay to just be on your phone. You can literally just say, hey, I don't like this situation. I actually just want to go ahead and call it off. That could have been, I would have respected that so much more.
Now, maybe I forgot. Did you pick her up or did y'all meet there?
We met there.
So she had her own car. She could have
Correct.
just left.
Exactly.
Somebody asked, why didn't you just leave?
Getting there. So she had not picked up she had not put down her phone at all. Like I said, her responses turned into uh-huhs and okays. And so when the waiter came around, gave me the look, I gave him the look. He brings me my food. She still has not ordered anything at all. And even the waiter's like, ma'am, are you ready to get something? She's like, no, not yet. I'm still looking. Has not picked up the menu at all.
This screams mental illness.
I don't know what it was. She had not picked up the menu. She just stayed in her phone. And so I was like, you know what? Like I literally had gotten like halfway through my food, because I'm not gonna lie, I was hungry as shit. And I was like, by this point, I had already checked out. I was like, she ain't even worried about me. I'm just gonna eat my food and call it a day.
You said F her in your head.
So yeah, no, straight up. So but here's the thing about it. I told her, like, okay, like, I think it's probably time. Like, I don't know if you're just highly uninterested or whatever the situation is, but we should probably go ahead and call it a night. Still, uh huh. Yeah, probably. D- didn't We did not make eye contact for the rest of the time. So I looked at my supervisor. I looked at my waiter again, and I was like, you know what? There's no communication attempted here at this point. So I was like, you know what? Let me go ahead and go to the restroom. She was like, okay. Got up, went to the cashier, paid for my food, and dipped the fuck out. I shit you not. 15-ish minutes after leaving, I get a text message. Yo, that's fucked up. Why would you leave me like that? And blah 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 blah. Like, she thought she was gonna get a free meal, is what it was.
So
But
she was gonna wait for you to finish your food, then she was gonna want her food to go.
I don't know what the hell she thought she was gonna do, but I got my food. I paid for my food, and I fucking bounced it. I bounced up out of there because I'm like, you. Somewhere in your mind, you thought it was okay to be rude as hell, and that's it. But
It
the text.
wasn't even on the date.
No, absolutely not. And I was like, there's no actual way you can be this disconnected. Like, being uninterested is one thing, but being totally disconnected, that's something was wrong there. But yeah, no, sit straight up like 15 minutes later. Oh, that's fucked up. I can't believe you left. And we supposed to be on this date. And I literally text back, you have the nerve. That's all I said to her. I said, you have the nerve. Dot dot dot. And then I blocked her from social medias and my texting.
Okay, so before the date, were the text messages, like, was it very engaging? Was there any sign that she was gonna act like this?
That's what I'm saying. That's the part that threw me for the loop, because the conversation was really good. We talked about shit, anything you can think of, really, from stuff going on in the world right now to personal interest to, all the way down to foods and all kinds of stuff. So I'm like, I don't understand how you can go from that to just being out of here.
Did you use current pictures on your dating profile?
I absolutely I absolutely did.
So I don't get it.
Full body pictures, by the way.
I love full body pictures. I do full body pictures, so there's no catfishing.
Yeah. No, right, exactly. There's no.
What do you think about that, Nisi? What do you think was wrong with her?
Crazy.
I don't get it. Like, that is the epitome of rude. Like, even if you look at your phone for a couple of seconds, you're supposed to turn it over and that's it. Because I have kids, right? If I was on a date, I have kids, I just got to check my phone to make sure they're not texting me, right? That's understandable. But to be on your phone the entire time and then not order nothing?
Yeah.
I like to eat. Somebody said she was waiting so she could take her food home to her kids. Y'all is going to hell.
So
that would have been your worst date.
That's my
and
worst
date. You blocked
date
her from all social media, but
everything.
She really was like, I can't believe you left me.
Yeah.
What did she expect you to do though? Yeah. So she was gonna come back out of the bathroom and order something.
Apparently sit there and breathe with her, I guess.
Yeah. I feel my sympathy. Okay. That goes out to you. Like, I don't care if you're a man or you're a woman. That you can't feel that entitled. That's crazy. And okay, so here's the question: were you going Dutch? Was it you were going to pay? Nope. Was it discussed?
I was going to pay for everything.
Was she cute?
Yeah, of course.
But she wasn't cute enough for him to hang around after she was treating him that way.
There wasn't. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm one of those types of dudes. I don't give a damn how fine you are. Your attitude is crap. You are ugly as hell.
Brett said he know his. Okay, you know your worth.
But when she was sitting there messing with her phone, I would have said something to her then. That's just like a man. Like, if we're out and a man is doing that, I wouldn't even sat there that long. I would have got up and left myself. No.
I would have said something like, "Are you going to be on your phone the whole time? Because we could do this
Right.
every day."
I did. Yeah, no, that was absolutely a conversation. Well, a long conversation because it's like when I said I was trying to like double dip my way in, like she would be like smiling at her phone, and she had more interaction with the phone than she did with me. So that part I don't really understand at all. So whatever she thought in her mind was the right thing to do was not the right thing to do. That's all I'm saying.
Can you mute yourself for a second? Because I think there's feedback. Not you, Nisi. Yeah, I hear feedback. Brett, 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 you still there? Shit. Brett. Okay, Brett, going once. Okay, unmute yourself. I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened.
You
Did you?
still here?
I'm still here. Yeah, no, there was feedback. I want to be able to use it. I can't use it if it's like all choppy, so I didn't know who that was. And bring you back in.
He
Hello?
coming back. I'm gonna mute myself.
Brett, you're muted. Brett.
Can you hear me?
Oh, I can hear you, but we can't see you. Did you get naked
Yep.
already?
No, I didn't. No,
No.
I think something happened to my Wi-Fi. I had to switch to my other network. So, but yeah,
Absolutely fine. So, have you ever had another date like that again?
never. That I had never had one before like that or after like that. That was a one in. I feel like that's one in a lifetime type situations where it was so bizarre. It's almost unbelievable, but it's just like, really, I got dial up TikTok, really?
So, but like for your very next date with somebody else, were you like, it better not be like the last? Did you like, hey, we're gonna go on this date. I need to know that you're not gonna be on your phone because the last woman.
So I do it. So I haven't been on a date in a long time. The last time I did go on a date after that situation, I don't try to bring previous situations up. Now, if I notice a pattern, I'm like, hey, real quick before we get started. But if I feel like the date is engaged, they want to talk, they actually want to, go around and do things, then yeah, no, I mean that would never have to be a conversation because we're engaged at that point. But before then, like it was so bizarre. I didn't have a way to combat it. So
I
yeah.
wouldn't even know. I would have probably been cursing her out the whole way home. Like, I could have been at home in my skivvies and my socks, scratching my balls, eating tacos. Why did I even go out?
Right. Right, that part.
But
So
did that stop your Tinder dating? Was that it for you or no?
ironically enough, I got banned from Tinder because um so you know how, just speaking in terms of being human, right? You swipe left or you swipe right on Tinder. You talk to yourself. And oh, I don't like her eyebrow. Oh, I don't like, it's something. You know what I'm saying? Uh, I actually put those things on my bio, and apparently it was offensive to people that were reading it. Or I don't even know. I don't even think anybody read it. I don't think I was even reported. I guess it was just the terminology I used, because I literally said in my bio, it was like, um, her kids look like they bad. Swipe left. Uh,
They
uh,
thought you was a troll.
right. Or I feel like that's exactly what it was. Or I was like, I see the roach in the background, swipe left. You know what I'm saying? Like I would say stuff like that.
Brett, you can't do that.
I'm just
Like,
saying
I'll
that's
tell you, as long as I've been on, I go on and off online dating because it's exhausting. You'd be like, I'm done. I don't want to get any more apps. But like for me, if I see all this negative stuff in your bio, I'm not even going to swipe on you. Because I'm like, oh, he's toxic, and I ain't even met him, and he already complaining about everything under the sun. That's probably why you got banned. They were like, oh, he crazy. You're not crazy. You look, you know you're not crazy, but when you write stuff like that in your bio, like your dating bio is supposed to be about, this is who I am. Let me give you a little bit to make it engaging so that you'll want to swipe. But when you put all that negative stuff, that is all they see is, oh, you got roaches in the background. They be like, no, I ain't bothered with him. That's probably what happened to you.
You know what, and I wouldn't.
I know that you're sweet, but women on that app, all they see is you writing all of this. Like, I'll see guys who write stuff like, not interested in anybody with wigs, lashes, who talks loud, who's quote unquote independent. I'm like, well, if you're just trying to say you don't want to date black women, why don't you just say that? Like, you did all of that, but then they'll come in and talk to me. Not interested in black women, or give color shouldn't be an option. Available to open all. Like, give black men a try. Like, you never know. I'm like, you're begging. You're begging. But then you come in, I'm like, well, I'm black. You said you weren't interested in black, so why are you in here? Oh, you're not going. I saw something different in you, but obviously you like everybody else. Sir, you sound crazy. You sound crazy. And I'm going to swipe left. I'm going to block you. And if you bother me again, I'm probably going to report you, because I don't think we know that we sound crazy to other people until we outside looking in and be like, if I read this like anybody else, what would that look like?
Right.
I look a little crazy. You got roaches. I see the roach in the background. Your kids probably got silver teeth. I know they badasses. If a woman had all of that on their account, you tell me you're going to swipe like, she cute, but she a bitch.
I'd be like, she's very observant. She sees the flags and she's calling out the flags.
But Niecy's up there laughing because she's like, I definitely would not. Dang, he cute, but why he gotta be crazy? Red flag on the play. I don't want nothing to do with him. I'm not a dating coach. I wish Zeke was in here, because Zeke is a dating coach. He cracks me up. He would have came in here. Hey, Lord. He would have came in here and been like, oh, no, you can't do that. I had to research when it comes to like online dating. I had to like read articles about what to put on your dating app, what not to put on there. What do you want to represent? What shouldn't you put on there? Because at first I was like, if he's not Christian or spiritual or this or that or this or that, that's too much. People don't even want to be bothered. They're like, you got too many requirements. I just wanted to know who you were. We forget that. We're so busy like, what I want. And be like, but you didn't describe anything about you that would make me want to swipe on you. Damn. So
I stayed on Tinder for 1 day.
1 day. I gave it 60 days. I couldn't do it. What happened?
I'm about like Brett. I swipe.
She coaches in the background.
I don't have. It's yeah.
I'm sorry that happened to you, Brett. BJ.
It's all good.
Right.
Yes, ma'am.
Jump out of here, but I just wanted to say
Thank you so much, Brett, for coming in. Don't be a stranger. You guys, please give him a follow if you haven't already.
He's that.
BJ.
Yes, ma'am.
We are talking about. You had the. We are talking about your worst date ever. Now I know you military, so you probably got 1,000. We just need one. Do you have any worst date ever stories?
You mean dates or, well, I got some cool military stories, but I don't know. I can't do them on TikTok. Give me a second. Let me think.
Dates. Just date, not hookups, but like your worst date ever. Have you ever had like this date you're just like, man, this was by far the worst date that I've ever had? Because we nosy and we just want to hear about it.
The worst date I've ever had was I met this lady on I go back to blackplanet.com. Way back. Way back. And let's just say this was back when folks were a little deceptive on their pictures.
Catfishing was an all-time high.
Ooh, catfishing was a mo. And I'm military, so I always show up early just for this scenario. And then let's just say she just had a little bit mo, and didn't bother me none. So I decided, all right, let me go ahead. Had a good little date, cool little conversation. And this lady said, do you mind if I get 2 to-go plates for my kids?
How old were you? I just
Bruh,
need to know how old were
hey,
you,
hey
BJ?
Gunny, hey,
Yes,
Gun
sir.
Shy, you already know what I was thinking. I was like, I know
Yes,
this
sir.
heifer did not just sit here and ask me to get her kids
Not
something.
not 1, 2.
I looked at her and I said, you barely gonna get your meal paid for, let alone your kids. I'm half a second of dining and dashing in a minute because I know you ain't gonna be able to run out of here quick
Oh,
with all that
Lord
you
have
working
mercy.
with. So that was probably. I know I can
You
beat
sure
you
it
out
was
that
for
front
her
door.
kids? Because you said she was a thicker woman. Maybe she was just a little extra hungry.
No, it didn't matter. I mean, I like him. I like him a little bit thicker. You know what I'm saying? I like him. But let a brother know that thick X, and and again,
Big
I don't want
X.
nobody getting on me. Don't come at me, y'all.
He
Look, I'm
was
just letting y'all
young.
know what it is.
He was young.
Yeah,
He
well, I
was.
really wasn't that. I really wasn't that young. But my point is,
You said
just let
big
me know what
X.
I'm working with right out the gate. Don't just show up and I'm like, whoa, who are all these people? And it's just you. My point is, don't ask me to sit there and hook up your kids, and we ain't at that point. Now, if I've been, I've already, then all right, I'll stop by
But you
McDonald's and
trying to
get
say
them
if you
something.
already smashed, then you would buy food for the kids?
Yeah, if I already baptized them thighs, then all right, I'll go ahead and get the kids some Happy Meals. I mean, I'll do my part.
You are so
But you
But
not
what
they not
happened? What
getting.
did you say to her?
I just looked at her and I said no, and she's like, "Well, why not?" I said, "Where they daddies at?" I said, "Had
Ooh,
him feed their kids. I feed my kids." And you know me. I'm from South Central Los Angeles. I don't play that. You're not gonna chump me like that. You
well,
know.
I'm
And
learning new
so she
things
just
about
kind
you
of
every
she
day,
looked at me.
BJ.
She said, "Oh, if you ain't got the money," and I pulled out my knot. I said, "Baby, I keep my pockets cabbaged up. It ain't about the money. It's the principle. I barely know you.
As a woman with kids, I would never.
You know."
I wouldn't.
It was just the audacity of it. Like, I mean, don't get me. She was finer than she's fine.
He said, "Where the daddy at?"
Exactly. Where the daddy at?
Who
Call
watching
him
the
up.
kids right now? Can't they feed them?
I think her kids was in the car outside. My point is,
oh, she was playing with your emotions, Smokey.
she was playing with
Definitely wasn't
all
about
my
to get none
emotions.
tonight.
Ooh.
You ain't gonna get none, BJ. She was gonna take that food and leave.
I
Mm.
know she's probably gonna have a little snack with it later on that night. But it's all right. And so all the ladies that are on here that are thicker than a Snicker, I'm not judging. I'm just saying, let a brother know that because, like I said, it was. I think her jeans might have had some stretch marks, but that's just me.
I
Anyway.
was on a date. I put it up in my stories because this is why I segue into here. I don't ever want. I'm learning not to talk first. I was on a date with a guy trying to be cute, trying to lose weight, try to order a salad. He ordered all his food. I'm over here looking. I'm hungry as hell.
Ordered a salad.
I ordered a salad with
Oh,
water with a
Lord.
lemon. Trying to be cute. He ordered porterhouse steak or whatever that big steak with the bone in it. Maybe that's a T-bone. I don't know. I don't eat steak.
Ribeye.
He had a steak. He had a big old baked potato with like chives and the sour cream.
Sour cream.
And he had the broccoli with the butter on it. He had the yeast rolls. He was just eating. I'm over here with this damn salad, pushing it around. And my stomach is making noise. And I'm like, please, I hope he don't hear. He's like, ooh, ooh, ooh. And I'm like, damn, his food. I don't even eat red meat. But it smells so good. And he kept eating. And he's like, is your salad good? I'm like, mother effer, you know I want to eat this shit. I'm over
Ooh.
here trying to be a lady, be cute. And like I said, I was like, Lord, let me be a roach under the table. I just want a crumb.
Not a roach under the table.
Let me be
That is
a
Mm-mm.
mouse.
hilarious.
If I suck on his fingers, that's 5 calories. Maybe
A-type
he
music,
won't mind if
probably.
I just dig in his plate because the salad is killing me.
Get some Lee and Perrins on your fingers.
Why? Why we do this? Y'all know we hungry. Sweet baby, go ahead and eat. Like, it's okay.
I would have made eye contact with you the whole time while I was eating. That salad good? That
Tearing
ain't
it
good
up.
as it tastes.
You gonna hum, sir? You humming while you eating on the date? And you know I'm hungry over here with this goddamn wet salad?
Sitting there looking at you right in your eye. With one
Wow.
eye, actually do the drunk eye on you, looking at you. This steak show
One,
is
I
good.
didn't want to seem like a gold digger. Two, you never know what a man's finances are. You don't want to be greedy right off the bat. You want a second date. Because, you know, they be like, oh, these women just want to go on dates for meals. I'm not that type of woman. I'll eat a salad. What a damn salad.
I had to unmute myself. I hope I'm not echoing. He said
You're
it's
not
okay to
echoing
fast.
out.
He said it's okay to fast on the first date.
Niecy, I was hungry. I was hungry.
It's okay
I said,
to
if this
fast
mother
on the
have to
first
go to
date.
the bathroom, I'm pulling a yeast roll off this plate. I'm going to eat it as fast as I can. Why we do these are stupid things that I do. That wasn't a bad day. It was a dumb thing for me. I did that to myself. But you see me over here struggling. You know your food smells good. You can't offer me no buttered broccoli.
Nope, sure can't. No.
Sounded good. Sir, first of all, why are you licking your fingers on a date?
No, you had your opportunity and you let it pass you by.
I'm not a gold digger. I'll eat a salad and a water with lemon because lemon burn calories. I was hungry as hell.
Oh, Lord.
Had that alkaline water.
You know I'm hungry. Just give me a damn yeast roll. This ain't about me. This ain't about me. I'm sorry.
Oh, that's hilarious.
I wanted
That
to
is
cry. I sat in the car.
hilarious.
I was like, I can't wait to get home so I can eat. We women are stupid. I gotta eat something before I go on a date so he don't think I'm greedy. Niecy, unmute. Niecy, am I alone in this? Am I the only dummy that does these things?
No, because I would have took my plate. I still would have took my salad home. I would have ate it at home.
I ate the salad,
Oh
but I
my goodness,
was crying on
boy.
the inside. I was so fucking hungry.
I just would have took my salad.
No, never do that again. I'm gonna let you know I'm big. I'm dragging a wagon back there. You gonna feed me? You think I'm a gold digger or not? You think I'm here for a free meal? I'm gonna entertain you, but you gonna feed me because I ain't doing that shiggity ever again. I was so damn hungry. I sat in the chair. I cried. I had a little trouble hungry all damn day. I was like, he couldn't even offer me a yeast roll.
That's right.
You
Make
know
eye contact, bro.
I'm hot.
Niecy,
Oh,
you ever
that's
did anything
hilarious.
like that?
No, because I'm going to eat.
How old are you?
I'm 45.
Okay, because I thought it was just because I was older and stupid. But okay. Dang. That was dumb. That wasn't the worst date. That was a D. You was stupid. I was so hungry. Because I didn't eat all day. Trying to be cute to stay flat stomach for the date. So you know you eat bread, you gonna poof. You can't
Yeah,
poof.
but see when you ordered that salad, he probably thought that was just your little, you know how you get your salad before your meal.
Well, no, because you know the waiter will ask you, "Is this a side salad or is this your main thing?" Because
And you
that's
said
how they know when to bring your food. And I was like, "Oh no, that's the main thing. That's how
that's
they
it.
do it."
Oh, he got excited. He was like, "Oh, I can really eat, man.
He had everything. I don't even
Give
eat
me
like
the
this, but I
menu.
taste
Oh, I
so
can
good.
grub tonight."
I'm eating the broccoli on the fork. I'm just sitting there.
Lot of mercy.
He was talking. I couldn't hear anything he was saying because the food was so loud. The
That's why
food
he
was so
ordered out.
loud.
Yeah, that's why he ordered all that food, because you just got a salad. He was like, "Oh yeah, I'm winning."
That's why he was smacking and everything.
I don't want him to think I'm just out here for a free meal. I'm going to be engaging. I'm going to be a great date. He going, and the next date, I'm going to eat. You know, we didn't go on another date. I missed an opportunity to get food.
Okay, so
Maybe he thought I had an
he's
eating
talking about,
disorder. Was like, nope, red flag. Red flag.
they said he was eating for two.
He
You
was.
and him.
He was
You and
happy.
him.
He was happy about that steak. Sir, who taught you to eat out in public? Get well dressed, and you over here humming while you eating. Don't do that on the first date. I'm sweating, y'all, because I'm thinking about it. It made me hungry, and now I want to eat. I'm sorry, I took over. Gun shy.
Yes, ma'am.
Worst date ever, and go.
The year was 1991.
Oh,
The place, San Francisco, California. The event, Janet Jackson at the Oakland Coliseum. Mind you, I'm doing morning radio in San Francisco, okay? So I met this girl, drop dead gorgeous. And in hindsight, I know what Belle Biv DeVoe mean when they say never trust a big button smile.
Man, don't do it. Don't trust it.
So anyway, so I make arrangements to take this young lady to the concert. And I ended up borrowing the driver for a friend of mine who lent me his Rolls Royce for the night. So I'm thinking, you know, I've got great seats for the show. I've got this beautiful young lady on my arm. I'm posted up in this Rolls Royce for this concert. And we go. And wouldn't you know, this heifer sat there just pretty much stone-faced the whole night at Janet Jackson.
No.
So here's what I did. I had the driver drop her off. Once I dropped her off, I made a phone call to another girlfriend of mine who's just a platonic friend. What are you doing? Nothing. Coming by to pick you up. Picked her up. We went to this little barbecue spot in Oakland, a little hole in the wall, and had a wonderful time. So it was me, her, the driver, ribs, beer, alcohol. The night was saved. And never again. Never again.
She said during a Janet Jackson concert.
Tonight.
No, I mean, the thing was,
I got a Rolls Royce, the Janet Jackson ticket. Oh, I'm getting the ass tonight.
That wasn't even the goal. I'm like, you know, I'm living the lifestyle.
Like, oh, we getting ass. We pulling out the Rolls Royce.
I'm here to tell you, if I wash my car, I need some loving. I'm sorry. If I wash my car, somebody gonna get this work. You know what I'm saying? If I put that new air freshener in my car, I need that work.
Jackson tickets are not cheap.
Well, I didn't pay for them.
She didn't know that.
Well, I didn't tell her that. I mean, again, I'm a morning radio personality in the fourth largest radio market in the country. So a lot of that stuff comes by freely.
Did she say she liked Janet Jackson?
Yeah, she was excited about going. But I don't know what the deal was. And at the end of the night, I really didn't care.
Maybe she was hungry.
Maybe she only had a salad beforehand.
Maybe she only had a salad
before. That could be true.
Did
but
you offer her yeast roll?
Now, the one thing that I used to do to combat that, because like I said, I think that's out of my entire dating life, I've had maybe 3 bad dates, but that was the worst. I'm old school when it comes to dating. I will typically order for my date just based on what the kind of conversation that she has and the hints that she drops or things that she says. I will typically order for her. I'll typically go to a restaurant that I'm very familiar with and, that I know that, okay, I love the food here. blah, 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 blah. And usually, it ends up being a really good night. Now, whether any extracurricular activities, I don't really worry about that. At least I didn't back then.
I do. I did.
Because, I mean, for me, it was all about the experience. It was all about just, you socialize over food, or whatever. And
no expectations.
No expectations. Now that is not to say that extracurricular activities didn't happen,
Okay.
because there were some cases to where they did, whether I initiated them or not.
Look at PJ. I can't.
I'm here to
So-
tell you, every time in the 90s I hooked up, I got 6 child support payments to prove it. Now, that's all I got to say about that. In the 90s, you coming out the goods. Nowadays, you got to take the But in the 90s, I showed up at the door like this, whole life changed, like what's happening?
No kids for the kid. Not back then.
This is why you stay off Black Planet.
That's no damn Black Planet, Plenty of Fish.
All of that.
Guppies are us. I've been on all of them.
Niecy, do you have a story yet?
No, because I'm still embarrassed. I can't talk. No.
It's absolutely fine. But I am going to drop you because I do see somebody here who always has bad dates.
Gotcha. I'm still here.
It's her whole content.
Oh no.
Tara, get your tail in here, Tara.
Oh my goodness.
If you don't follow Tara,
y'all know Plenty of Fish. Don't act like I'm the only one that did Plenty of Fish.
Talks about all of her bad dates, and she ends it with still single and does the little finger thing because she got a bad one. This was meant to be, Tara. This one was meant to be.
Oh my God.
Yo,
Really?
hold on, wait. I got company. I can't even do that right now.
Oh, dag nabbit. This would have been your night.
It would have been my night. I love you. See you later.
You can't hide in the bathroom.
And hopefully it's not a bad date.
Yes.
Bye, Tara.
All right, Tara.
Anyway, check out Tara's content. She always got bad dates because she's still single.
Lord.
Hey, Matt Millen says he has one to tell.
People get pulled over for warrants and everything. I can't.
Oh, damn.
I be laughing every time I see her. I'm like, this poor child got terrible.
Oh my Lord. Warrants?
Anybody else? Does anybody else have a story that they would like to tell? Now, there's 115 of you. I know all y'all didn't have these beautiful dates.
Matt Millen says he has one to tell.
Where? Oh, let's see. Why do you have live access? Did you get? Oh, you have to have 1,000 followers.
Right.
That's the only thing. So, okay. Well, while I'm waiting for somebody to come in, you trying to find out where the bar.
Gunshot.
Yes, sir.
Portuguese Princess says she's trying to find out where you went to barbecue over in Oakland.
I'm trying to remember the name of the place. I'm hoping it's still there.
She says, she asked if it was, did you eat at Everett Jones Barbecue over in Oakland?
It may have been, if Everett Jones was around in the 90s.
Yeah, she's from the Bay.
Okay, so it's kind of tucked away off the main. If you go down the Embarcadero, it's kind of tucked away behind there.
Okay.
So I think that was the spot. Has a little bitty upstairs, kind of small, kind of dark, but the food is really good.
Now, I will tell you, the worst date I ever had, it wasn't even really that bad. It was annoying. I think it was like the most annoying date that I ever had. He rubbed me the wrong way. So I met him off of Plenty of Fish, I think. I think it was Plenty of Fish.
Plenty of Fish? Woo! I got Plenty of Fish.
I learned my lesson. Because, like, I be knowing the date naps don't be no good. I know. And I be like, D, don't do it. Why are you putting yourself through this? They bumps. Whatever. I'm like, I put everything about me, love God, I exercise, I like yoga, I'm a foodie, I like sushi, I like wine, I like live jazz, all of that. Doesn't even matter. This guy asked me out on a date. We were talking for a while, texting. I have to FaceTime you before I ever meet you in person. I
Yeah.
don't do that catfish. You got to. I need to see your face. I'm gonna ask you to stand up. Bless you.
Thank you.
FaceTimed him. Seemed like a nice guy, well put together, nice background, clean. No
Mm-hmm.
running across the walls. None of that. No little nest. Nothing.
Yeah, I got to get up out of here. I'll talk to y'all later.
Bye bye.
Okay.
So all teeth, everything. So we're talking. So we go on a date, and he says we're gonna go bowling. Professional bowler.
Okay.
Got the whole wrist thing and
Wrist
his own
thing and it, yeah.
bowling ball, his own bowling shoes, and we had a great time. I don't want the date to end. Let's go here to eat. Oh, okay, fine. Now, mind you, he never ever discussed going Dutch, anything like that. I've never, I'm only 43, but in all the time I've ever dated, nobody's ever asked me to go Dutch. No, every man has always paid the bill. It's never been an
Right.
expectation, right? So now, mind you, he asked me. He planned all of this.
Mm-hmm.
You planned it and you asked me out, right?
Right.
So we're out eating, nice restaurant, and he's complaining the whole time about how it's not fair. Men got to pay for everything. Do I think it's fair because if he's going on multiple dates, then he's shelling out money and the women don't have to do. I mean, he just kept going on and on. And I'm looking at him. I'm like, this is really what we're doing. I'm so turned off by all of this. You brag so much about your entrepreneurship and your businesses and how you're doing so great and so well, and now you're complaining about paying for dinner, a dinner that you asked me on, because we were supposed to go bowling and then that's it. You didn't want the date to end. You chose, sir. You chose this. He complained the entire time we were. I paid the bill, and I said, "Please leave."
No.
Yes, I did. It was so annoying. I wanted him to not feel like he was losing any of his money. I paid the entire thing and the tip.
Mm.
And I said, no, it's on me. He was like, I mean, well, you don't have to. Sir, if I had a Johnson, it would be super baby soft right now. Like, you have made it all the way soft. There's no getting up. It's gone. Like, I have the softest wood in the world. It's annoying. You asked me on this date and you complaining the whole time about paying.
That's crazy.
So that was the worst date I ever had because the man complained about having to pay for the date.
For the date that he asked you.
That he asked
that
for.
he planned.
Dee Dee, tonight's topic, worst date ever. Do you have one?
Girl, no. I don't go nowhere. No.
You wasn't married your whole life, ma'am. If anybody has a story and you have 1,000 followers, you're willing to tell. We don't say names. We never say names. If you have a date that you would like to talk about, hit the request button. As long as you're not a troll, I will pull you in. We can talk about it.
The worst date ever was when I went out with somebody and left my shoes at their house. That was the worst date ever.
Are you serious? You're telling me you've been in Princess Fairyland your entire dating experience? Well, wow. we like regular people in this box that have bad stories.
I have not had a bad. I haven't really dated either. I'm trying to think.
Are you serious? Dee Dee, you are 49.
Proudly.
You've never dated. Like, not really.
This is my first this now. My first experience.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
That's crazy. That is crazy. Wait a minute. I done missed this. Gigi, what?
So I'm learning from y'all.
Gigi said, my best friend is chatting with a scientist. He's recently won $1 million contract. He got a part, asked her to send him $600 for the necessary part. Child,
is he in Nigeria? Is he in Nigeria?
Don't do that. I'm 19% Nigerian.
I'm just asking the question.
Y'all making me laugh, ghetto. I'm sorry. Big time. Do you have y'all going hell with gasoline draws on?
Baby girl, I got the match.
I can't. I cannot.
Oh my gosh.
Hello.
There he is.
Chico, can we see your face?
I'm driving.
Oh, well, see, in order to be on here, you have to be stationary because we can't hear with all that background noise.
Okay, I
So
understand.
if you pull over at some point, come back in, okay?
I'm driving a semi. So I have a long way to go.
Oh, okay, yeah, but it messes up my podcast with the background noise. I need the audio. So I'm going to have to let you go, unfortunately, okay? All right, love,
Okay, I understand.
bye-bye. Sorry about that. I can't use that.
Right.
I don't like editing. That's a lot of editing out. Nothing deep. Not one bad story.
Mm-mm.
Oh.
All right. Well, if there's nobody else that has a story, we're going to end this early.
Now, conversely, best dates you've been on.
You're going to have to say that first. I got to think about it. Does it have to be with somebody that was not my ex?
Yep. Or maybe it was your ex.
Well, it was my ex. The best date that I've ever had in my entire life was for my anniversary, and it was a Jill Scott concert, and it was like right in the first couple of rows.
Oh, there you go.
Best. I
There you
love
go.
Jill Scott. He was crappy with everything else, but when it came to spending money on some gifts, he was very good at that. And she is such a great performer. Like, she gives you everything. Yeah. And it was in Charleston, and that was the best date that I ever had. That really was. It was so memorable. I will never forget that. So even though he got on my nerves, he did have. Look, everybody has a saving grace somewhere. Like, there's just that one good thing. That was the saving grace. That was a really, really good one. So what about you, Gunshot? What was your best date?
Oh, I can remember this one like it was yesterday. It was my 30th birthday. I was dating this young lady in San Francisco. She had arranged dinner at a Moroccan restaurant, complete with throw pillows, 7-course meal that you ate with your fingers, a belly dancer, and we had the whole place to ourselves.
You be doing these dream getaway dates.
No.
I need you to give me one of your brothers or something. You got to have somebody in your family.
But she did that for him, right?
Yeah, she did that for me.
Yeah.
That was incredible.
Well, he ain't got a sister.
I mean, we ended up dating for about 5 years, if not a little longer.
That giving? Because it was because she was that thoughtful.
It was actually one of those. I'm not somebody who believed in instant attraction until I met her, and we met in the weirdest way. I was doing a promotional appearance at a nightclub, and I was randomly walking around handing out roses, and we're passing each other on this staircase, and she goes, "Is one of those for me?" And I'm like, "Sure, there you go." She said, "Thank you." And we went on our own way, because I had business to do in the club. 20, 30 minutes later, I run into her again, and she wants to take a photo with me. I'm like, okay. So we're in the photo booth, and I don't know. It was just this, there was just an energy about her. We were standing there, and something just told me, "Kiss her, you idiot." And so
this woman you did not know?
This woman I did not know, I stole a kiss. And we exchanged phone numbers, didn't talk to each other for a couple of weeks. And I called and arranged our first date, which was we went to Berkeley for something. I think it was a concert, and then we were going to hang out around the campus because it was kind of like a hipster type of area where you had all this open air restaurants and bistros and things like that. Real cool place to hang out. So the end of the night, where she lived in San Jose, and I lived in Foster City, which is just south of San Francisco. So instead of driving her home that night, she stayed the night at my place. She took my bed and I slept on the couch. And
Sweet.
next morning, we went to breakfast and I drove her home. And
Sorry. Sorry.
and
I'm
I think
sorry.
like a week later, we had another date. I went to her and she took me to eat falafels. At that time, I'd never had one. So I think at that point, we were inseparable from that point on. And we were together, like I said, for about 5 years.
Now, Gunshot, you brought up a very interesting point.
Mm-hmm.
You said you took her number and y'all didn't talk for a couple of weeks.
Yeah.
I can't. If it's been like, if I give you my number and it's been more than 3 days or a week.
Well, I mean,
I don't know you anymore.
Real life.
Do you not want to talk to them?
No. Real life got in the way. She was excuse me. She was a nursing student. And, I had my thing with the radio station doing radio, morning radio and all these appearances and things like that. And I forgot what the impetus was for me to call. It's just, she popped up in my head. I'm like, oh, I need to call her. And so I did. And, I apologized for not being in touch sooner. She understood. She had her studies and everything. So, it was cool. And in that regard, there are some folks that I've called maybe. I usually give a 3 to 4 day window when I take somebody's phone number because I don't want to seem too aggressive, but I don't want to seem too passive either. So I figured 3 to 4 days was the perfect balance at that time. So, yeah, I mean, just dating life for me was crazy. It was insane.
Dee Dee, you know what I'm talking about though, Dee Dee? Like that.
Yeah,
there's a certain time frame. Like if I give you my number, we've been talking, and I don't hear from you in a couple of days.
That's what I'm saying. That question was for you. I'm like, so what do you do, right? If you don't hear from somebody, you're interested, and they don't call you for about 4 or 5 days. Do you block? Well, like, what do you do? Because I don't care about that.
I delete the number.
Okay, but then when they call, do you answer?
I don't know that number. No, I don't.
So you don't call?
No, I don't call.
I mean,
so it depends. So like,
why didn't you call?
For me,
why didn't you call, sis?
Well,
there you go. Right.
So for me, it's like if I'm the last person to call and then I don't hear from you, and I'm the last person to call, I'm gonna take it like you're not interested, and I'm not gonna chase anybody. I don't chase. So if I called you last and the ball's been in your court, or I have to leave a message and I've left a message and you don't call me back, you don't text, you don't call. Everybody has their cell phones on them all the time.
Right.
So if it's like 3, 4 days, 5 days go by, you got your phone with you. I've left a message or I've left a text, you left me up in the air. I'm not needy. I'm not going to call you back again. If you're not interested, you're not going to call. And then I just delete the number and keep it pushing.
Right.
I think that more often than not, what happens is like what happened with Gunshot. Life happens, right? Because you're just meeting this person. We're all adults. Things happen. We got our roles and all of that stuff that we have to continue to work on. What's wrong with you making that first call?
If I've called last, I'm not going to call again. Because I don't want you to feel like I'm chasing after you or I'm desperate, because I'm not. So if I left the ball in your court because I left a message, or if I left a text and I see that you read it and you don't call back, okay, You're not
Now that's
interested.
different. If I know
Yeah,
that you got my
that's
text and you
different.
saw it and
I
you
keep
don't, yeah,
read
that's something
receipts.
different.
I got
Right.
an iPhone. I keep read receipts on.
Right.
So I
Right.
know
I do
when you're
too.
ready. I know when you're ready. If you ain't interested, no harm, no foul. But I'm not going to chase behind you.
Right. Yeah, that I get. That I
I
get.
understand that completely.
Yes, sir, Mr.
Mr. Derek, I didn't think you
Derek.
was going to come in here because you was having so much fun in the comment section. Do you have
I
either
had
a
to.
bad first date or a good first date?
Well, I have a bad date, but it wasn't the first date. So this is
Mm.
real weird.
Oh.
This would maybe be, I think, date number 5 or 6. Um, okay. Everything was going good. The first few dates, we connected good.
Mm-hmm.
This date, she invited me over, said she was gonna cook for me. I'm excited. I'm excited. You know, get over there and it's hot dogs.
Uh-oh.
It's hot dogs and French fries.
Hey, brother, she did cook.
Can I
I
ask?
ate it. Shoot, I ate it.
Can I ask?
I'm
What
gonna
were
just
your
be
other dates
honest. I
first
ate
than
it.
that?
Typical dates like movies, dinner. They were all out. I forget all of them, but it was dates like that.
Oh, okay.
Um, the typical
Yeah.
Maybe
dates.
she didn't
They,
want
they,
your belly full for some extracurricular.
damn. They
I
say
don't
going to
know.
a
I
movie
ate
is the worst
and went
first date.
home.
Janine asked what you eat
Wow.
once you left.
Wow. Did you did you
It
did you
was
take a
her
plate with
attitude.
you?
I don't.
Did you take a
I think
plate
I
with
made
you?
it. No.
Y'all, he didn't leave. He spent the night. He spent the night. He didn't go anywhere.
Bo said she
There
was
were no
having a
leftovers.
sandbox
Okay.
date.
He ain't leave.
There were no leftovers.
No
So
left,
you
no
thought you was getting
leftovers.
a good home cooked meal and it was hot dogs and french fries.
Hot dogs and French
Did
fries.
she at least
Yep.
light candles?
No. I think her lights were dim in her house already, so she didn't need to like. It was like she had a candle in there, so
What the hell?
He ain't paid the bill.
it.
Well, did she ask you what you like to eat before she decided on what she was gonna cook?
Mm-mm.
So in
No,
your mind,
I
what were you
just.
thinking you were gonna get? You thought she was getting steak and baked potato and yeast rolls?
I thought I was gonna get a meal or something.
Right.
It don't matter what it was, like, but not hot dogs. Like I could have made that at the house if you brought it over or something. You don't need to
So
cook
where'd you
me
go
no
on the
hot
next date?
dogs. The next date,
Hmm.
mm-mm, that
There was
didn't.
no next date
That
after
I
the
didn't.
don't
hot
think it was
dog.
the next date after that.
No.
No, mm-mm. I ate them
So
hot
wait.
dogs,
So
went
wait.
home.
It was a kid's meal.
You went out. This is like
Was
your
she a
fifth date.
cougar? Was she a cougar? I
Hmm?
just need to
This is
know.
your fifth date.
Fifth date,
Fifth
yeah.
date.
Wow.
It was like number 5 or 6 or something around there. I don't know. It was
Yeah.
like
A
maybe
Fanta
about.
soda. That's what you drink with hot dogs.
Orange Fanta.
Orange Fanta. I'm sorry, I don't mean to
Gotta
laugh.
be orange. If it ain't orange, I'm
Gotta be
leaving.
orange.
If it ain't orange, I gotta go. My
But
mama
did you
called me. I
ask?
gotta go
I
home.
mean, how did that go when she served you the food? Was she smiling? I mean, I know your face probably said something.
Like,
No, she put the paper plate in front of me.
not the paper plate.
She put
I
the
knew you was
paper.
gonna come
Wait,
here
wait, wait.
clowning. I know you made
Was
this story up.
was it
Please tell me you made it up.
was it at least Chinette?
I don't know
He
what it
said it
was.
was a paper plate.
And a plastic fork.
She
Eat
probably
a
had
fork
bags
with.
of drink.
She gave me the
I
fork to
love it
eat the
when
fries. Fancy.
Wait,
Nah,
wait,
she had no fork.
were they the shoestring fries or the crinkle fries?
when they
Oh,
season.
crinkle. You gotta go
Were,
crinkle.
were
The
they
crinkle.
seasoned?
Oh my God.
Oh
My head
man.
That was
Wait a minute. Was it Heinz ketchup or generic store brand? These are the things we gotta know, bro.
Was it the condiments from McDonald's? Just tell me it was a ketchup
The bottle just
We
said
going to
ketchup.
hell.
I don't know what it was.
The
The
bottle
bottle
just
just
said
said
ketchup.
ketchup.
You know what?
Oh shoot, y'all crazy, man.
I'm sorry, Derek. Okay, so what was your best date? That was your worst date. What was your best date?
The best date. I'm gonna get in trouble if I don't say this, but
Oh, she watching. Don't say
no,
no
this
name.
was no. I can say a name. It's my wife. I can say a name.
Oh,
She don't
okay.
mind.
Oh, okay. Because we gonna say.
She in there
But
like you
no,
better make.
this was we met. Me and my wife met on Tinder. So
Oh wow.
We was talking about
we
Tinder
met on
earlier.
Tinder. Yeah, this was right when this was April of 2020. So right when the pandemic kicked off.
Oh wow.
And she tells me if it wasn't for the pandemic, she wouldn't have been on Tinder. So we would have never met. So hallelujah for COVID. You know what I mean?
Oh, she didn't get married.
He is
Oh.
souped up. No more hot dogs and shoestring French fries.
But this was,
Oh.
we
Yes,
couldn't go
Timmy.
nowhere during that time. We couldn't go out anywhere. So actually our first, I guess you call it date, is I invited her over to my apartment and I made baked ziti.
There you
So
go. You
that
can never go
was
wrong with
baked
Italian.
ziti and a bootleg salad. It was bootleg salad, but she ate it and we yeah went from there. So yeah, that
There
was
you
like
go.
You were like, I ain't giving her no
it's like
damn hot dogs.
April
We is not
20
messing this up.
something. But I told her like I was like on that day when I put the food in front of her, I told her I said, don't get used to this because I don't be cooking like that. This is all I know how to make is this baked ziti and that's it.
And
And
you make the best baked ziti in her eyes.
yeah, she get mad if I don't make it. Yeah. Uh-huh.
But you said, don't get
Lord,
used to this. This is all I know how to make. So there's no
This is
Oh, that's
it.
expectation.
funny.
This is it. And I still gotta read the directions for that. I've been making
you
that for
brother,
about
But
five,
but
you'll
you
six
get there.
years.
understand it was the effort that you put into it.
Yeah.
You'll get there.
Yeah.
So you won her over
So
with baked ziti
the baked ziti, and a bootleg
during the
salad. Can't forget
panoramic.
the salad. Yeah.
During the pandemic.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
is
It
so
wasn't for
sweet.
that, we wouldn't have met. So I don't know.
All righty. Well,
I
do we
met
have
I met my
anybody else
wife
that
during the
has a story?
pandemic. I made a lot of money during the pandemic. Honestly, this pandemic
All right.
ain't that bad.
Hey man,
Ain't
look,
that bad.
I had COVID for 4 weeks in October, so bump you and your money, man.
Yes, I love you. He's like, I don't care about you. I was sick. Dang it. I was sick. So, yeast rolls will never be
Well,
the
I
same
do
for me.
I do delivery work where I get tips, so everybody was home, won't nobody leaving. So that's
Right,
how I made
right.
my money because I was being of a service to everybody. So yeah,
You were an essential worker.
yeah, basically,
Yeah, there,
yeah.
there.
Thank you for your service.
I appreciate
Right.
it.
Hey, I know a lot of people that just y'all they
Thank
were
you,
depending on
CW.
the Uber Eats and
hmm
everybody else to bring them their food because they were scared to go out of the house.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Especially
I
that
mean,
first week when everybody they shut down everything. That first week, I made $2,000. Hey,
Nice.
some
hey,
people
I was
racked up. That was smart.
I was happy.
And I hope you didn't
I
take
was
none of them
happy.
PPP loans because you know, yeah. All righty. So, is there anybody else that has a good story or a terrible first date or a perfect first date? Because otherwise, we're gonna wrap this up. Speak now, forever hold your peace, and then I will let people plug themselves at the end. Do you have any? Business or any events coming up, Derek, that you want to plug? Because this is the time to start plugging.
Uh, no
Well,
business,
follow
no
me, and if you
events.
ever do, let me know.
I just have a YouTube channel. That's about it.
Well, follow him on YouTube. What's your YouTube handle?
It's called the Derek J Network.
I just followed you now. Thank you so much for coming in, and thank you for being so open and candid and telling your hot dog story. And I do have
She's
your
somewhere
permission.
eating. Yeah, she's somewhere eating ramen noodles right now. I know whoever she
damn.
is.
See? She
She's
started
somewhere
out with
eating
DD
ramen
and
noodles.
ended up with ramen. Lord have mercy.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
All I want to know is, was there a roach crawling across the TV and did you ignore it?
I ain't seen no roaches. If I saw roaches, I wouldn't have ate the food. I ate the food. If there's a roaches, I'm trying to think. Did I get sick after that? I don't know. I can't remember.
He's a hot
I don't think
diggity.
it was no roaches. I don't think it
Damn.
was no roaches though.
Gunshot, do you have anything to plug, or just go ahead and plug your radio show? You know.
Actually, quite a bit. My
Social
podcast,
media.
my podcast, Gunshot Straight from the Hip, is back after a 6-month hiatus. The episode that's currently posted is about Black mental health. I talk with a couple of doctors about the myths that we have in the Black community and how we have such a hard time in dealing with it. Next episode, I'm going to be talking with Jeffrey Osborne. It was an interview that I conducted a few days ago that I'm going to bring to the podcast, and then we'll go on and upward for there. You can find that podcast on my website at markgunmedia.com or anywhere you get those podcasts. Once again, it's Gunshots Straight from the Hip. I am preparing to do tomorrow's afternoon show near Churchill Downs. Tomorrow is the 148th running of the Kentucky Derby. And usually I'm posted up somewhere near. If I'm not at the track, I'm somewhere nearby. So if you happen to go to WLOUFM.com, after 1 o'clock tomorrow afternoon, you will hear me pretty much live from the track. Let's see. We've got our Mother's Day celebration on Sunday, gearing up for the Kentucky primary on the 17th. And on the 19th will be my 10-year wedding anniversary. So it's
Oh,
a busy couple of weeks. Yeah.
Are you gonna pull out the Rolls Royce?
She's not into all of that ostentatious type of stuff.
ostentatious.
Um,
I love $1 million word.
so
Ostentatious.
we may. I've been wanting to take her to Ruth's Chris because she's never been. So I'm working on getting reservations to that for dinner that night. So
It'll be good. So please, you guys, if you're not already following Gunshot 357, please give him a follow. You can also find him on, what is it, Straight from the Hip.
Mark, yeah, Gunshot Straight from the Hip is the name of the podcast, and it's on YouTube. It's on all the major podcast platforms, and it's also accessible from my website, markgunmedia.com. So check that out. You'll learn all about me and what it is that I do.
He does
And
a lot.
yeah. Oh, yeah. And yeah, in
At the
fact, I'm
time,
sitting here scheduling. Yeah, I'm scheduling music right now for this week. So
do you usually work on the weekends?
see, yep, this is Sunday I'm working on. Mother's Day I'm
Talk
working on.
about take your work home.
Mhm.
Dee Travels. If you guys are not following Dee Travels, please give her a follow for all of your travel needs, both local, domestic, and international. She is the hook. Miss Dee, if you don't mind plugging yourself.
Hi, good afternoon, evening, good night, everybody. So yes, I am a travel agent. I own my own travel business. So some of the things that we have coming up are we have a cruise coming up next May 2023. It'll be over Memorial Day weekend. It is 7 days with Carnival leaving out of Miami. The post is pinned on my profile. So when you go there and you see the pinned post, go ahead and put your name and I will inbox you. Make sure you follow me and I'll inbox you and get the information to you so that you can put down your deposit. Right now, the deposits for that cruise for next year, for May 2023, is $500. And that's for the room, not per person. That is for the room. I'm trying to think what else. Some things that come along with it is you get a beach bag. You get $100 onboard credit. There's something else. Oh, you get welcome strawberries. So, and that's just my appreciation for you all to sign up for the cruise next year.
And as far as meetups go, because you organize meetups
Meet.
for TikTok as well.
Yes, yes. I'm trying to think. What's the next one?
TikTok meet and greets. I love it.
Yeah, the next one that I'm working on is in Charlotte, North Carolina, in July. The weekend of. Do you help me out?
July 23rd.
The weekend of July 23rd, 23rd in Charlotte, North Carolina. It is coinciding with the Omega Sci-Fi conclave that's happening there, and then after that, there'll be one in Chicago. There'll be one in Chicago at the end of September, and then that's it for now. I'm trying to think. Do I have anything else? I'm trying to think.
Isn't there anything in NOLA or Louisiana, or is that already happening?
That's something different. Yeah, that's not me. Yeah, yeah, that's something different.
I be trying to help.
But thank you, though. Thank you. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. So yeah. So Miss Baby, I'll be getting the rooms blocked as soon as I talk to. I keep saying I need to call Tall Twin, but I will be getting those rooms blocked and sending out the link for that, and you'll be seeing traffic on that soon.
So again, please give my guests a follow if you haven't already done so. We meet up here I meet up here every Friday, 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time here on TikTok. For now, they ain't been giving me no troubles lately. Because whenever I get in trouble here, I'm gonna go back over to the
Lucky.
Instagram. I am trying to grow my YouTube account, so if you do not mind giving me a follow on YouTube, it's just D79. It's my face with a wig on. It's me. I'm trying to get to 1,000 followers so that I can go live because I don't know what app to multi-stream from. Other than that, there's nothing else going on, and we will see you guys next Friday. Although I do come on here from time to time. Gritty Love has been making some appearances, so I never tell when she's coming because I love the shock and awe factor. Love to watch the men laugh, squirm. It's funny. I have a backup account. It's just _ D79. I have been putting little interviews with each guy that Granny Love has been shooting her shot with. If you want to follow I don't put it on this one because I'd be scared.
Just you shooting a shot, all right.
I'm gonna get Thanos on here. So it's on my backup. So follow just _
Thanos.
That's my backup account. You can see all of Granny Love's shenanigans. She is a hot mess geriatric. She is very unapologetic. She's really nasty. She's very forward. But the men love her. Y'all
grab your moist towelettes. She ain't right.
She only goes after single men. She's not a side chick.
That's true.
She's a dirty old hoe, but she only goes after single men. Hey, Scott. Other than that, you guys have a nice night. I'm going to end this live now. Dee Dee, if you go live, I'll go back live with you or somebody else, but I want to make sure this gets saved. So I'm going to end this live now. Thank you guys so much for coming out. I appreciate you guys. Bye-bye.
Did you want me to go live?
If you want to, yeah. I'll come.